we all know SpaceX, and if you don't, then you're most likely living under a rock. But anyways, SpaceX is a rocket company that's trying to go to Mars. So today, I'm going to be talking about when I think SpaceX is going to be reaching Mars, and if I think we should even go to Mars in the first place. So, let's get started. So, first of all, I'm going to be talking about if I think we should even go to Mars. So, I think that we should definitely go to Mars because it's just another planet that we can live on. That means more space because we're definitely running out of space here on Earth. And when more people come, we definitely need to move to other planets because in the future, we have to get out of Earth or we're gonna die. That won't be in our generation, but in the future generations, you're gonna have to go to other universes because the sun will just expand and all of Earth's water will evaporate and it'll just be too hot to live. So you need to get out of the Earth. You need to figure out how to adapt to other situations, and Mars is perfect. It'll teach us how to adapt, and we can learn from Mars, and we can use that in our future to see other planets and go to other galaxies after Earth isn't habitable anymore. So that's why I think we should definitely go to Mars. Okay, so the next segment of the video is when I think SpaceX is going to be reaching Mars. So to get a better understanding of when they're going to reach Mars is to see how far they've gone on the progress of the rocket that they're going to be launching to Mars. And the rocket that they're going to be launching to Mars is called Starship, and they're pretty close to perfecting it. So in their last launch, it went up and then it went down. And then it did a roll exactly what it was going to do. Then at the very, very end, this happened. It crashed. But you shouldn't be sad that at the very end it crashed because everything else was literally perfect. There was only a 30% chance it was even gonna go up in the air. So you should be happy that it even went up and basically did 90% of the flight. So I think that's actually very, very good in going to Mars because this is huge progress. I think in the next 2 years, they're going to be really fixing up the rocket. And I think in 2 years from now, it will just be perfect. It'll just be going up and then actually landing. And after they do it a couple of tries, they'll most likely launch a rocket to Mars finally. And I think that they're going to be launching a rocket to Mars 2026 to 2029. Elon Musk says that they're going to launch a rocket to Mars in 2024. Except I kind of doubt that because Elon Musk just isn't the best at giving it time frames. Because all the way back when SpaceX first started, he said that in 4 years from now we'll be in Mars, and the year right now is 2021, and we are not in Mars. We haven't even reached Mars, so we're a bit far away. So I don't think it's going to be 2024, but I don't think it's going to be 2030 because they're really, really close to going to Mars. Okay, so in the third segment, I'm going to be talking about their rockets. So in the last segment, I mentioned that Starship is a rocket that they're going to be using to go to Mars, but Starship is also the rocket that they're going to be using to do point-to-point travel. And point-to-point travel is insanely fast traveling. And that means that New York to Tokyo in 30 minutes, New York to New Delhi in 30 minutes. And that's insanely fast travel. It's pretty insane, actually. And the thing is that this isn't gonna cost a ton of money because 1,000 people are gonna be in the rocket. So it's actually not gonna cost as much as you would think. It's not gonna cost like 10,000. In the future, I think that is going to be costing 2,000. At the beginning, it's definitely going to cost a lot, but in like 10, 20, 30 years, it's probably going to go down to 2,000. So by the time you're like 70 or something, it should probably be a reasonable like thing to do, and that's definitely gonna be on my bucket list to go on that rocket. Because imagine being on a rocket that goes to space and is halfway across the world in only half an hour. It seems pretty cool. It just seems insanely cool. So I definitely want to go on this rocket. The fourth segment of the video is looking at other companies that are very similar to SpaceX. And the company that I'm going to be looking at in this video is called Blue Origin by Jeff Bezos. And they definitely got very heavily inspired by SpaceX. But don't tell me that Jeff Bezos copied Elon Musk, because in reality, Blue Origin is 2 years older than SpaceX. So Blue Origin was created in the year 2000 and SpaceX was created in the year 2002. So Blue Origin is older. So don't tell me he completely copied Elon Musk. He only kind of copied him in the self-landing rocket thing. But anyways, what Jeff Bezos thinks is the perfect planet is Earth. He thinks that we should use other planets as resources. And I definitely agree with him. But what about after the sun expands? What I think we should do is we should go to Mars so we can learn about things, like I mentioned all the way back at the beginning of the video. We should learn about things, then we should use other planets so we can get more resources that we can't live in. Like, why don't we just use Venus after we figure out how to create factories there that are completely run by robots and it can sustain the acid rain? After we figure out how to do that, we can use its resources and bring them back to Earth and Mars so we can adapt on other planets and we can learn how to use other planets that we can't live on to our advantage. And this will also definitely really help humanity in the future. So I think that they should definitely work together on doing this. So don't be mad at Blue Origin. Blue Origin is still a really cool company, and the fact that Jeff Bezos is even doing rockets is just cool. So don't bully Jeff Bezos for creating a rocket company that's kind of like SpaceX. So don't do it. But anyways, that's what I think about SpaceX and when I think that SpaceX is gonna be going to Mars. So I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you enjoyed, then make sure to click on these two videos and hit that subscribe button, like over here or something. But yeah, make sure to hit that subscribe button. But until next time, I'm Logical Shri.